Hello and welcome back to Meshi TV. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. As you can tell by the title, today we are going to be diving into how we can actually release a lot of the grief and negative emotions that are rising up, whether that's anger, frustration, grief, rage, whatever's coming up for you. I wanted to offer this breath work that has helped me tremendously actually to release and to let go of that. So part of that, I think it's also worth noting that we're going to be tapping into EFT. But really, I just wanted to offer you guys at least one tool that you can gravitate towards if you are finding yourself on a day when you're really struggling and you are not really sure what tools are going to help you. So if you are brand new here, well, thank you so much for joining me in this video. I'm so grateful that you are sharing your time and your space with me. We usually chat a few times a week here. We talk about planning and anxiety management and overall, how can we live a more consciously driven life where we are more empowered in the choices that we make. So if that sounds good, then consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you get notified every time I release a new video. Okay. Let's dive right into this. So before we dive into breathwork, well, first of all, if you are brand new to breathwork or meditation, I wanted to sort of uncomplicate it for you. And I wanted you to get to that space mentally where you are actually bringing to the forefront anything that you're finding really uncomfortable, something that induces fear, grief, anger, any of those emotions, maybe something that is highly triggering you that is generally not a big deal for you, but right now it's a massive deal, especially in the past couple of weeks. And whether that's, you're getting frustrated that you can't find toilet paper, or you're finding that, the garbage man doesn't take all of your garbage, and then it triggers something in you, and you're not quite sure why you're reacting the way that you're reacting. Maybe it's a deeper frustration of trying to juggle it all, or that uncertainty of trying to keep it together with your day-to-day routines, but you're really having a hard time with that because this situation is not really leaving a lot of room for you to feel like you can breathe or think straight or look ahead or feel hopeful or even grateful. So, or it could be a post about someone that or maybe it's an influencer or a celebrity, someone that you follow, that they are posting something on social media that's supposed to be there, something very uplifting and hopeful, but when you're looking at that post, it really triggers rage in you because you feel like they're really being disrespectful and sort of emotionally and spiritually bypassing the very thing that is so deeply painful and heart-wrenching for you to think about with this situation. So whatever it is, it matters, but it doesn't matter. So what I mean by that is it matters because it matters to you, but it doesn't matter the details of whatever is triggering you. It kind of doesn't matter, because what we need to understand is that there's something deeper that is going on that's being triggered. There's a part of you that is sort of resonating with that event that is sort of making you more aware, and right now it's coming up to the surface. So I wanted to offer up something that you can come back to at any time. We don't have to go through a pandemic for you to be able to utilize these tools. These tools have been available to us for a really long time. But I think that the very first step when it comes to moving through negative things is to acknowledge that they exist, and you have to sort of witness them without actually placing judgment onto you or allowing others to place judgment onto you. Because as as society right now is sort of like in a sardine where everybody's so concentrated and so condensed, and all the eyeballs are going up on all of the things, it can feel like you don't want to say anything because then, you know, someone may judge you for it. And you also want to say something because you need that sense of relief. So, you know, you might be basically reacting to something minute or something that has nothing to do with the actual underlying cause, but it's opening up that conversation. It's opening up that dialogue within yourself to really question what the primary cause is, because a lot of times it has nothing to do with what is actually causing you to be triggered. So a lot of times you're not actually angry because the garbage man didn't take your garbage, although that's quite disappointing. Sometimes you're having that reaction because you feel a sense of entitlement and abandonment. So, and maybe you're recognizing that there's a sense of abandonment that has taken place within your own life at some point in the past that is being sort of triggered right now, or sort of like, think of it like it's a scab and then somebody has picked it. Well, that's sort of why you're bringing your awareness to it. So what we're going to do today, now that I have kind of given you a background story, what I would like to do today, instead of assuming that there is no pain, there is no grief, and just redirecting your attention, what I would like to actually do today is to bring it to your awareness and allow that to move through. But we're also going to be tapping into our nervous system so that we can almost rewire those neurons so that it sends a different message to your brain. So the very first thing that I like to do, that I would like you to as well to do, is basically just find a comfortable position, whether you're seated on a chair or you're sitting on the floor. It kind of doesn't matter. My only recommendation would be to not lay down, because then you might fall asleep. So we don't want to fall asleep here. Nice straight spine, not too erect and not too hunched over. We want the energy to flow nice and through us rather than kind of get stuck somewhere along the way. So nice neutral spine. I'm actually seated with cross-legged just because I find that to be the most comfortable for myself. But if you're seated in a chair, you can also just place your feet on the ground and just place them firmly on the ground so you're nice and rooted. Here we go. First thing we're going to do is take a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose as well. So here we go. We'll do 3 rounds of just a deep inhalation here. So let's go ahead and exhale. Once more. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Now inhale once more through the nose. And as you sigh it out, gently close your eyes. And allow all the air to release from your lungs. Allow your breathing to come back to neutral. Take a moment to get settled. Maybe also take a moment to check in if you are holding any tension in your body and where that might be, where you are feeling that today. And as you do, continue to breathe deeper and deeper. Begin to bring your awareness to your belly and try to bring more air into your belly and slowly fill all your belly up with air. Then bring your awareness to your ribs and bring your awareness to your chest. and find your own rhythm as you're going through a few rounds of breath. Maybe even bring a gentle smile to your face. As you're finding your rhythm of your breath, and as you're tuning in to the quality of your breath today, bring to mind one event, one thing, whatever it is, that one thing that has triggered you in the past 24 hours. So we're just going to look at like a short-term past here, something that has really, really bothered you. And just bring that to your conscious awareness. Maybe see the events unfold as they have and how that actually made you feel. Perhaps it was rage. Maybe you're feeling the warmth on your cheeks as it was really making you angry, making you feel betrayed, perhaps. Bring to awareness that event, whatever that is, and just watch it unfold as it has. And tune in where that constriction is showing up in your body right now. Perhaps it's showing up in your belly, or it's showing up in your chest. Maybe you're feeling the weight on your chest as it's constricting right now. Or perhaps it's showing up in your throat. Maybe you're feeling it as a band around your forehead, like you're having a headache even just thinking about it. Whatever it is, just witness it without any judgment. Don't attach anything to it. And at your next inhale, we're going to take the tips of our fingers and we're going to begin tapping just above the eyebrow. And as you tap, bring into awareness one emotion that you wish that you could offset that situation. So if it was a circumstance where it made you feel really angry and rage, maybe tap peace, calm, serenity. So what we will do is take whatever that word is that you have chosen, that emotion that you would like to embody, and we're going to tap that in. So we're going to tap it for 3 breaths above the eyebrow. We're going to tap it for 3 breaths under, like right at the cheekbones. Then we're going to go and tap right under the nostrils. Then we're going to tap right by the collarbone, so right above your collarbone. Then we're going to tap at the heart. Okay, so let's go ahead with the first round. Move on to the cheekbones. And onto the heart. Okay, we're going to go back to the same round. So we'll go through the exact same round, but I will walk you through the mantra. So, I am peace, I am serenity. I am peace, I am serenity. Or I release my judgment and I am peace. I release my judgment and I am peace. Okay, so let's try that with the above the eyebrow. So I am peace. I am serenity. I am peace. I am serenity. I release judgment. I am peace. I release judgment. I am peace. I release judgment. I am peace. At the cheekbones, I release judgment. I am peace. 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 I release judgment, and I am peace. Heart, I release judgment. I am peace. I release judgment. I am peace. I release judgment, and I am peace. Okay, now let it go, and just bring your hand over your head, and just let it go. And place your hands on your knees, palms up. Take a deep breath. And let it go. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. One last time. And just sit still. Check in how your body feels. Maybe you're breathing lighter. Maybe you became a little bit softer around the edges. Now release all of your attention and just let go and allow your mind, give your mind the freedom to think whatever. If it wants to think, let it think. If it wants to just be, let it just be. Your next inhalation, slowly bring your awareness back to the room. And your next inhale, gently open your eyes with soft gaze. Now you can check in with your breathing, see how you're feeling, see if there has been a shift in your breathing and also in where you're holding tension, if you're still holding tension, or if you have been able to release it completely. Feel free to come back to this. You can go through a few rounds of the same breath work with tapping, and maybe you need a few rounds of tapping to release that judgment. And maybe you change your mantra to, I release my judgment to whatever it is, and I embody peace. use whatever mantra works for you. The idea is still the same, that the more you practice it, the easier this becomes. But I hope that this has served you guys. Let me know in the comments below if it has. I would love to create more videos just like this for you, in hopes that it will actually serve you in your own wellness journey. And in the meanwhile, thank you so much for joining me in this video. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you did, you already know what to do. You can give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. That way I know that, you know, it is actually serving you. And in the meanwhile, just remember that you're so much more powerful than you think. And keep your vibes high, guys. And I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye.